Hey folks, welcome back. Todd here, TV Alerts Manager. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody for utilizing our extension. We've just crossed over 3 million alerts edited, which is phenomenal. So extension's been running flawless. We have some updates for you, so that's the purpose of this video. So first of all, I want to just kind of go over the extension. Did get a little bit of a facelift. If you're new to the extension and you haven't used it yet, you can always install it for free over here. Install.TVAlertsManager.com. The free plan will give you up to 100 alert saves and loads per month. It resets after 30 days, which is perfect for any new traders. Let's say you just want to trade 10 tickers and utilize some alerts here and there. Well, that free plan will be perfect for you. The premium plan is unlimited, so it means you could run thousands of alerts per month, which some of you do. So now with the extension, once you've installed it, you can head over to guide.tvalertsmanager.com. This is going to walk you through quickly how to set it up, get your Google Sheets in line, get your extension installed, and then how you access it, etc. Right? So keep in mind, this is the easiest way to get it going. Just simply install the extension, get your trial activated, get your spreadsheet built, and then just make sure that your permissions are there, basically. So now for more in-depth troubleshooting, such as any errors that you guys might see, head on over to userguide.tvalertsmanager.com. This is the complete setup and usage guide. You're going to see a lot of troubleshooting in here, so lots of different errors that you could see and ways to kind of check around it, right? So generally speaking, if you've got an input or something that's not working well, 90% of the time it's just based on a cell error on the spreadsheet, which I could probably show you later. But anyways, let's get into it. So I'm going to close out with those. So our extension got a facelift the other day. If you're brand new to the extension and you're not sure how to utilize it to the spreadsheet, the first thing you can do is you can go over to tools and just copy a generic template. This will get you that template to the user spreadsheet. From there, you can get alert inputs in there. So this is just going to be a template without alerts to the user spreadsheet. So this would be helpful for you if you wanted to just, let's say, come in and start with an alert over here, right? And you wanted to just pre-make your alert already. Now, for most of us, the easiest way is just going to be coming in and just creating something. So what I'll do here is I'm going to stop all, and I'm just going to remove all inactive here, and we're going to start from scratch here. So what I'll do, just to show you how to get an alert over to your spreadsheet, is we're going to grab Super Trend over here. Now, this is on the 1 hour, so I'm just going to do a 1 hour QQQ. So create alert, Alt+A, and I'm going to make it on Super Trend here. I want this one to be buy. So I'm going to say Super Trend buy 1 hour QQQ. Control A, Control C. I'm going to copy that for the cell, right? Then I'm going to do Alt+A again. This one's going to be the cell, right? So now I've got a buy and a sell alert in my TradingView, right? I'm ready to go. After I just do a quick settings verification. So if there's anything that I want to change on here now, I can. Like I say, you could change these to once per bar close. You know, you could do it now or later. You could let the extension do it, whatever. It's up to you. Generally speaking, you want to double check your indicator conditions at time of entry. You want to make sure that it's how you exactly want the alert before you push it to the spreadsheet. Pro tip, F12 opens up the console. You can kind of hover over the mouse tool and you can inspect. You can see Super Trend 22.3 HL2. So that right now is actually accurate. That's what my alert's made on. That's what's shown on the chart. Now, if I change my, let's say I just change my period to 21 and I go in to re-edit my alert, this first condition is what the alert's made on. The second one is what is on the chart. So you know you've got some issues there. Anyways, that's not very helpful until you're troubleshooting alerts. But once you get into it, it's kind of helpful to just double check what you actually made an alert on. As of about 2 years ago, they did not have this on the alert dialog, so you had to go into F12. But if at any time you want the ability just to double check and make sure it lines up 21.3, and then I come in over to here, this guy is 22.3 HL2. So, so now that we've got that dealt with, let us go over to our spreadsheet. So I've got a spreadsheet linked up. I've got access. I'm going to click in it. It's going to say access to the spreadsheet is verified. Now, you got to make sure that the permissions for the spreadsheet are on. Anyone with the link can edit, not just viewer. So, like I say, just double check that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this one Super Trend. And it's going to say the sheet Super Trend is missing in the spreadsheet and will be created when saving alerts. Now I'm going to walk you through the saving of alerts to the spreadsheet. And I already see an instance here where I've got an issue. This is the same name. So I've got to run back and I've just got to edit that to sell. So now I had the same alert. I had basically had the same alert twice, right? I had a buy and a sell, both tagged as buy. We need to have unique name identifiers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save 2 alerts to the spreadsheet. Now I'm going to walk you through a little bit of how you can fine tune and tweak your alerts from that spreadsheet. So I've got my alerts now over to my spreadsheet here. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger here. So you can see at any time, if you don't want to work on an alert, hover over the A tab here and hit space on or off. So if you don't want to load an alert, deselect sync. Now, for what I'm going to do here is, let's say I want to turn on a, let's say I want to fine tune this alert a little bit. So let's say I want to come to the chart and I want to make my period 30 and 4 and go to HLC3. Let's try this out. Just to kind of run you through how I do it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on AF, Control F, click for more options. I'm going to change 22 to 30. And that's going to replace these two. I'm going to change my multiplier to 4 using the same function. Control F, click the drop down, 3 changes to 4. And then I want to change HL2 to HLC3. I'm going to click replace all. This gives you an ability to edit and manage alerts in bulk from Google Sheets, which is way quicker than what you or I could do manually. Like I say, it is very handy when you've got hundreds of alerts and you've got to manage them like that. So now you can see that's a little bit better. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go bump it up a bit. Let's go 40 and 6, see what that does. And that gives you a little bit better of a signal there. Let's just call that good for now, just so that you could see the purpose of this video is just to kind of walk you through easy ways to edit and manage your alerts. So 30 with 40, and I'm going to change 4 to 6. 4 to 6. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button there. Change 4 to 6, replace all. That's got that there. Now I'm going to run back and load that alert change to TradingView. So now we're on 46 HLC3. Okay. So now for the next purpose, let's say you're happy with how you want these alerts to turn out, but you want to add a couple more tickers. Let's say you just want to add 1 or 2 more tickers. I'm going to take QQQ off the sheets, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert 2 below, and I'm going to gather that, copy it over, and I'm going to change QQQ to, let's say, SPY. QQQ to SPY. Right? And then let's say I want to add a Tesla alert as well. I'm going to grab these 2, insert 2 rows below. Change SPY to Tesla. Now, you could just go ahead and load these right now. The only problem is going to be the exchange. We don't know if SPY and Tesla are on this BATS. So I'm just going to go with Tesla now. So it's got to be on NASDAQ. Same with the SPY. So let's do that. Let's do SPY on NASDAQ. So what I'll do is I'm going to just select these cells individually, Control F, go to more options, change BATS with NASDAQ. Oops, sorry about that. Replace all. Now I can run my alerts, right? So now let's go back. Let's run QQQ. Let's create 2 SPYs. Let's create 2 Tesla alerts. And this will all be done in the fraction of a time that you could do this manually based on manipulating spreadsheet values. Like I say, there's no way that a human could make alerts this quick. This is what's so handy about this tool. So now that gives you everything here is fine, except we chose SPY B. So tells me we got to just take a look at our ticker here. So we're going to choose SPY. This goes to ARCA. Yeah, so sometimes if you don't have the right ticker, what you could do is you could just come in and you can create an SPY alert on this, and it'll tell you what your ticker is. So this is helpful for troubleshooting. So super trend buy 1 hour SPY test. I'm going to call this one test. Now I'm going to show you the filtering. So I'm going to take this one alone, this alert alone. I'm going to filter it to a new spreadsheet. We're going to call this super trend test. You'll see it's not in the spreadsheet right now. It's missing in the spreadsheet, will be created when saving alerts. I'm going to go over to here. I'm going to filter based on if alert name contains my alert name that I just copied earlier. I'm going to click save alerts. It's going to save this one. I'll get the exchange, and then we'll change that out for the S&P on our other alert spreadsheet. So just kind of helpful to show you. So this is actually BATS. Okay, so sometimes it does give you errors like that. So whatever. We'll just go back. We're going to load this. I'm going to delete this guy here. Super trend 1 hour BATS. I'm going to delete these SPY ones just manually. And then what we'll do is we will load again, just based on regular alert save and load, based on our original spreadsheet, which is super trend, which is present in the spreadsheet. So now I'm going to click load alerts. That's going to gather my 6 alerts from the spreadsheet, and we should have no more issues with the S&P there, right? So that's based on the 1 hour, okay? Now, some of you guys and gals like to trade on different time frames. And I'm just going to give you a quick note about that. So if it's not added to your current TradingView, it's not going to be able to pick it up. So let's say, for instance, you want to be a little bit quicker than the 1 hour, but over the 45. Let's say, I don't know, let's say you want to be like a 52 minutes, just for kind of purposes here, for our video purposes. Make sure you add that to favorites so it does pop up. And now from here, what you could do is you can load alerts based on that 52 minutes. If you're happy with these conditions, just simply by duplicating the cell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename, or sorry, the sheet. I'm going to rename this one to 1 hour, super trend 1 hour. I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to copy the name, and I'm going to just call it 52M. Copy that. So that gets all these alerts on a new sheet. However, the names are the same. You still have to change the names. So what I'm going to do, come over to E here, Control F, more options, 1H replace with 52M. Okay. And then we're going to come over to our time frame. Same thing, Control F, 1H with 52M, replace all. I'm not by any means, way, shape, or form saying trade on a 52-minute time frame. I just know some of you use different time intervals, and this is how you get it to work. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Super Trend 52M, It is present in the spreadsheet. I'm going to come over. I'm going to load those alerts. They're going to come on the 52M time frame, and you'll be able to create custom interval time frame alerts utilizing TradingView Alerts Manager or TVAM. So just kind of a interesting little tip there for you, right? It just has to be added to your TradingView timeframes. So now that's 6 alerts. For the 52, that's the 1 hour. Let's say you want to bump it up and go to the 4 hour. What I would do is just duplicate this, and then I would rename it as the 4 hour. And it's basically the same function, right? You're just going to kind of come over here, Control F, find and replace 1H with 4H, replace that, and then you're going to replace your time frame, right? So, and that's all instances 1 hour to 4 hour. Now, always make sure that you change your spreadsheet name, right? So for my purposes, I try to keep them kind of with the time frame involved. Obviously, this is just kind of a generic account just for the purposes of this video, but you kind of get the drift, right? I've got super trend 4 hour alerts on one 4 hour sheet. I've got super trend 1 hour alerts on 1 hour spreadsheet, etc. It's helpful to be organized like that, right? And then keep in mind, you can make any change you want directly from that spreadsheet. So if I wanted to, let's say, change all of these alerts now, what I would do is I would just come in and I would go call this all, right? This is going to save all of my spreadsheet, or sorry, this is going to save all of my alerts that are currently in my TradingView to that spreadsheet. So I'm going to click Save Alerts. We're going to save all alerts. That's all 18 alerts, right? Helpful if you want to do one change for all your alerts if they're on the same conditions. Like I say, it's hard to know how everyone is using it. But anyways, you kind of get the drift. So let's say I wanted to come over here and I wanted to change the ATR period. Let's say I wanted to just bump this up to 45. Let's see what this looks like, 45 and 7. Yeah, let's try 50 and 7, I guess, just for the visual purposes of this video, right? So 50 and 7. Let's say I wanted to change all these alerts to 50 and 7. Going to come over AF. Control F, more options. I'm going to replace 40 with 50. Replace all. Keep in mind, this is only in specific range AF. So that's done. I'm going to click out. And then I'm going to do it again over here on AH. Now we're going to go from 6 to 7, and I'm going to replace all. You can, however, do it within the data range here, right? This just you either have to type it out or you basically have to reselect. So if I wanted to do AJ, etc., I do that there. I just find it's easier to always exit out and then click where I want to manipulate. You know what I mean? So now I've got 50 and 7, HLC3. We're pretty much there. Now let's run these again. So that's going to run our 18 alerts, edit all of them, and it should do it in lightning fast speed. Like I say, there's no way you could do this manually, basically. So now you just sit back, you watch, you run all your alerts, you make all your changes, let it all come to fruition, and save a lot of time with your TradingView alerts management, basically, right? So you can see here how fast we are. We used to be a little bit slower. We had to implement delays. About 2 years ago, TradingView had implemented that user check to make sure that it is a human versus a computer. So we did have some delays. We just got rid of them. So we're back up in action with fast speed, which I'm sure you'll like. At any time, you can also save the log and it'll show you what you have for the log. So you could see all were edited here. Now, if you wanted to spot check what you could do, 50 and 7, hit F12. I'm going to get you to come over to here, and then we're going to just double check that 50 and 7 HLC3. So we are accurate there. It's on once per bar close. We're all there. Just a note on trigger conditions. Once per bar close is normally what you should be using. Once per bar can repaint. Let's say that a signal comes in here for a buy, and then it flags and then disappears, gets repainted over. You run the risk of too many repaints utilizing not confirmed alerts. You always want to be trading with confirmed alerts on once per bar close. I find this is a confirmed alert, will match once per bar close. You might have a buy a little bit earlier in here, let's say, that got repainted over on once per bar. So keep in mind, kind of always do your due diligence, do your back testing. On that note, we do have an automated back tester coming shortly. Hopefully going to have this out before the end of this month or into December, with the premise of overlapping onto our alert spreadsheets for the backtest data so that you will be able to utilize built-in filtering on Google Sheets to find and pick the best alerts and then load them to TradingView. So anyways, that's kind of the gist of creating alerts. You can do filtering as well too, right? So walk you through this quickly. So this, let's just say I want to take all SPY alert, all SPY alerts to an SPY sheet. I'm going to do that right now just by via inbound filtering, right? So that's going to push all my SPY alerts to that spreadsheet. Click OK with that. Now I come over here to SPY. There is my SPY alerts. You can see variation of time frames there, 52 minutes, 4 hour, 1 hour, whatever, right? So that does filters. You can also filter via ticker. So if I wanted all my BATS, sorry, that's ticker. Sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. So I would have to do that again. SPY, you get the drift. SPY ticker. I do SPY ticker here. This will push all my SPY ticker alerts out to the spreadsheet, and you'll see the same thing. Exact same thing. Now, if I come back to all, they're all on BATS, so that's not really going to filter much. But let's say I wanted to just create a quick alert based on BTC. So I'm going to take these 2 rows below. I'm going to copy that into here. I'm going to change this into Binance. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change Tesla to BTC USD. This I'll show you an example of utilizing ticker. So now we want to load off the 1 hour sheet. So I'm just going to gather that name, spreadsheet name. Keep in mind, name of the sheet for saving alerts. It's up to you how you want to do your naming process. It's helpful for me for time frame convention and whatever strategy or whatnot it is. So now we're creating our BTC USDT alerts. So let's say now I wanted to take those out to a Binance sheet. Going to use filter on exchange. So if exchange contains Binance, it should gather my 2 Bitcoin alerts. So I'm going to click save alerts. That's going to push those 2 out to spreadsheet. Sending the alerts to the spreadsheet. 2 alerts are saved. So now we're going to come over here to Binance. So they're there now. So that's perfect. Now, another thing on the extension. So depending on your browser, you can also be light or dark mode too. So we use caching on this. If you wanted to just utilize the light mode, make sure you come over to settings and utilize the light mode. So now if we were to load this again, but change the spreadsheet to Binance 2, it should push me over as the light spreadsheet, which is helpful for you if you're on the light mode desktop or whatever you want, right? So kind of have some user options there that are helpful for everybody. So now once I get confirmation, we should be able to come over and we'll see we're on the light mode. So whatever you want, you're able to utilize that. Keep in mind, any issues with this, feel free to come over to the Discord. If you've got Discord, open a support ticket and we'll basically get you sorted, get you looked after, right? If it's not in the user guide and it's something you haven't seen before, definitely come on over to here. Now, a quick note on a few other things here. So you've got parsers here as well. These are mostly for crypto traders. You got 3 commas, Wick Hunter, Profit Trailer, Crypto Hopper as well. There is a generic alert parser right now. It is not yet completed, so we will try and get this out for you next week. Purpose of that is just to simply save and make alerts off of one template for up to 400 tickers very quickly. Now, when you go into tools, we also have a few other things there for you too. Automatically set names for all alerts without a name. So this you either need to be on trial or on a premium subscription. Your alerts need names to uniquely identify them in here. So if this doesn't have a name, you could utilize the spreadsheet to give you your alerts a name. This will delete all alerts. This is helpful if you have indicators that you frequently update, different versions, etc. Like I said, we do use browser caching for the speed. So you could come in here to clear indicators data. This is more or less if you're using somebody else's script or you're actively coding in your into scripts. So for an instance here, if I don't know, let's say they added super trend plus RSI on this script, they added RSI inputs here. I would not be able to load these alerts based on this old script as it's been updated here. You know what I mean? So I would have to come in here. I'd have to go into tools, clear indicators data, possibly clear the cache, and then create a new alert template to my spreadsheet and then just work off of that new alert template, right? So just kind of some troubleshooting tips and tricks there. And then lastly, if you just wanted the generic template without alerts to your user spreadsheet, you could click over here for copy template. So just to kind of show you, I'm going to call this one Binance 3. And it'll be missing and the spreadsheet will be created or created as a blank template. Now from there, it's up to you with what you want to do with the template. I know some users have reported that they found it hard to get the template into their spreadsheet, which is fine. So now there you go. Now you have it. But like I say, in my opinion, the easiest way is just simply take a template alert and then go from there, right? So now if I wanted to do that, I'll just save Binance alerts to Binance 3. That does the same thing. Always starting with 2 template alerts or 1 template alert is always kind of the way that I normally roll. Like I say, the hardest part is just in your settings verification here. But once you're good here, pushing them out to a spreadsheet, then you can edit them all the way over for here. Like same old thing. If I wanted to add a couple more and I wanted to say, change that out, BTC for ETH or something, you could, right? So just simply find and replace BTC with ETH. Now I could create some ETH ones, whatever, right? You get the drift. So anyways, I hope this video has been helpful. This is just kind of an overview, brief little overview of the extension, kind of just to showcase you how quick and easy it is to manage alerts. Like I say, if you want to get involved with it, install.TVAlertsManager.com. We're hovering anywhere from 900 to 1,000 users. We'd really appreciate it if you shared this out. Shared it to any of your trading groups, your trading friends that you got. Like I say, there is a free plan available up to 100 alert saves and loads, plus an affiliate section as well. So if you were to share that out, definitely get an affiliate code, and we do pay monthly via PayPal for that. The user guide, the install guide, come over to guide.tvalertsmanager.com. This will walk you through the installation requirements, Google Spreadsheets, etc., and making sure that all of your permissions are correct. And then lastly, user guide.tvalertsmanager.com. This is the most compiled, complete setup and troubleshooting guide especially if you've got issues with indicators or whatnot, alert dialogues hidden, items with the values not found, etc. So there is a lot of troubleshooting in here. As always, if you have any issues with this, definitely come on over to the Discord, discord.tvalertsmanager.com. Open a support ticket. Let us know what issues you're having. And like I say, keep on the lookout for our upcoming TV backtest manager. It's just going to be a simple extension similar to TradingView Alerts Manager that's going to push your backtest results to Google Spreadsheet, and then from there you'll be able to load alerts based on the backtest results using inbound filtering. So anyways, I hope this helps you. Any issues, let us know and we'll get you squared up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to TVAM Premium. Use coupon code free TVAM for a month of TVAM Premium on us, and we'll catch you next time.